Hello there.
Hang on. Plug this
Hello.
in first.
Hello.
There you go.
All right. Give me the who.
Hello there. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Give it a hash. Well, Fal George and Ceilidh, welcome to the Wednesday Night Ceilidh. We are here in Mackenzie Hall at College Gaelic. And hello to everyone online watching tonight. We have a special Ceilidh here tonight with guests. My brother Kyle MacDonald is here, as well as Andrew Doyle. So we're going to have a good night of music and start things off with some tunes. So we'll talk to you in a little bit.
Thank you, everybody. That was some jigs to start the night off. Thank you for being here this evening, and I'm just going to keep things moving right along. I guess about those jigs, the first few came from just being around here, Inverness County in particular, growing up. MacDonald wrote that first tune, so that's called The Road to Cregnish. Dougie wrote that because his mother drove the road from Queensville to the Cregnish area for work every day, so that's what he wanted to name the tune to commemorate that drive. So anyway, I'll keep things moving right along. Maybe we'll play a set of tunes in E minor. I'll start with a march and go to some Strasbass and reels after that, maybe, and we'll see where we end up. Good luck, Colin. All right, here we go. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. A big hello to those watching online as well. And thanks to everybody who made the trek out on a windy day to be here this evening. We're going to sing a Gaelic song, I think. That'd be our next move. So I'm going to hand this over to Colin, but anyway, not something we do outside of the Ceilidh setting, I guess. We'll just we'll see what comes to mind to sing there, Colin.
Hello again. How's everybody now?
Good.
We're going to try a milling song for you. We actually just recently here at the college, we had a Gaelic weekend, Halloween Gaelic weekend. And we had students travel quite far just for the weekend. Just in general, the last couple of years, we've been noticing more and more people traveling from places in the States and Ontario, across the country as well, which is amazing to see. And during our weekend, we started it off with this song. And also sung it at the end with at the milling table. So this is just a common milling song. Mock Savatin, rang me 80. Early in the morning I rose. If I could get a little in the monitor, that'd be great. Mock Savatin, rang me 80. Harin yo haril you. Horo you roela. Harin yo haril you. Giri me adi the spray. Harin yo haril you. Horo you roela. Harin yo haril you. Who would me trunyak kam ganedi. Harin yo haril you. Horo you roela. Harin yo haril you. Ach mathur fatur mi rei. Harin yo haril you. Horo you roela. Harin yo haril you. Sound of harin jewi rachel. Harin yo haril you. Horo you roela. Harin yo haril you. Lay on the dish chair in the clay. Harin yo haril you. Horo you roela. Harin yo haril you. Got me killer fisk on this horse. Harin yo haril you. Horo you roela. Harin yo haril you. Horo you roela. Harin yo haril you. Happily, thank you. Also, while I'm on the topic, we have some Gaelic weekends coming up. Very excited for our Youth Gaelic weekend later this month, November 22nd to the 24th, that weekend. We'll have classes for beginner and intermediate, and the age range is 8 years old up to 18. So we'll hopefully, the hope is to have a chance for new beginners, new learners to take a beginner Gaelic class. No prior experience necessary. But also to get some of the more seasoned teenagers who have some Gaelic now, a good foundation, out for the intermediate class. I'll be teaching the beginner class, and we'll have Bernard Cameron from Mabu teaching the intermediate class. For more information, you can check out our Facebook page. There's an ad for the Youth Gaelic Weekend on there, as well as the Christmas Gaelic Weekend for adults in December. So that's my me being the Gaelic director for a moment. So we're going to get back to the music now, and I think Kyle has another set of tunes for us.
Yeah. Just to follow up with Colin with what he just said there, it is that time of year to seek out some lessons if you're thinking of people in your network who would be looking for some. And I'm just hearing that there's a lot of lessons available in Inverness County through Ben Babu as well, through some of the young students who are studying in the program there. So if there are not lessons in your area, encourage people around you who play the music to offer lessons. That's what I'll say. It's something I need to think more seriously about in Inverness County myself, you know. So worth saying it tonight. It might help me. So yeah, we'll put a set of tunes together. But when I really go back to it, when I think of Colin and I becoming familiar with this site, the Gaelic College, it was through our family because of the Gaelic mod years and years ago, and the history this place has with promoting and teaching the instruments of the culture and the language itself. And so we were quite young coming here the first time, so those opportunities are great to take advantage of at age 10 and a little bit before 10. It's something I'm still glad we did, you know. So I'll cut a couple of jigs, I guess, or maybe I'll I'll save those and play a waltz right now, and then we'll hand the stage over to Andrew Doyle. Maybe we'll do just a little Jerry Holland tune to finish off the set, and then I'll be back a little bit later for some more tunes. All right.
We'll try Memories of Herbie McLeod.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Kyle. We hope you enjoyed the tunes, and we're very pleased to have with us tonight. Came in from Sydney area is what I end up saying, because I'm originally from Inverness, but that's horribly wrong, isn't it?
Sydney Mines.
Sydney Mines. Sydney Mines. And I should have done my homework. So all the way from Sydney Mines tonight, please welcome Andrew Doyle.
Whenever people ask me where I'm from and I say I'm from Sydney Mines, I always follow it up with yes, and I still live there on purpose. In a neat little town they called Belfast, one princess had strayed I was found, and the ladies of our sweet happy day, and I spent in that neat little town. When more misfortune came over me, and it caused me to stray from the land, far away from my friends and relations, down follow my good man. Her eyes they shone like the diamonds, and you'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair all over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. While I went on strolling one evening, I wasn't meaning to go very far, when I came across a young damsel who was selling her trade at the bar. When once she took from a customer and dropped it right into my hand, then the law came and put me in prison, tied up to her black velvet band. Her eyes they shone like the diamonds, and you'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair all over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. The next morning before Judge Judy, my trial I had to appear, and the judge she said me on bail, yes again she was quite clear, and 7 long years is your sentence. You're going to that evening's land, far away from your friends and relations, tied up to her black velvet band. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, and you think she was queen of the land. And her hair all over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. So come on, you jolly young fellows, I'll have you come listen to me. And whatever you get on the derby bites, you will those pretty call me. They'll treat you to find a brandy, and the next thing you know, me young man, well the law comes and puts you in prison. You'll find a band that becomes land. Her eyes they shone like diamonds, and you think she was queen of the land. And her hair on over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Oh, her eyes they shone like diamonds, and you think she was queen of the land. And her hair on over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. Hey. two really crazy stories about this next song, and I'm only going to tell you one because I'll be here all night talking, so I don't want to bore you to death. But this was, when I was a kid, the first time I heard this song was on The Muppet Show. Swear to God, it was John Denver singing it on The Muppet Show. And then years later, I saw Nathan McClancy do a version of it. And I always thought it was originally an Irish tune, right? I guess it was a Pete Seeger song originally. And it's one of those tunes that I played my whole life, whether it was just playing around, playing it during challenge, and it's my 6-year-old's favorite lullaby at night. And I still sing it to him, so it's one of my favorite tunes. I did a version of this in my new album, which will be released in the new year, finally. And this is, so I guess it would be Pete Seeger, Megan McClancy, John Denver, whichever record or cassette you had growing up in the 70s and 80s, there's probably an Irish Rovers version out there somewhere, so show my age with all those formats, but anyway. Here we go. Inch by inch, row by row, I'm gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of top round. Inch by inch, row by row, some bless the seeds I sow. Some warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Pulling weeds and picking stones, that's made of dreams and hopes. I feel the need to grow my own because the time is close at hand. Rain for rain, sun and rain, find my way in nature's shade. I took my body and my brain to the music of the band. And inch by inch, row by row, I'm gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, some bless the seeds I sow. Some warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Plant the row straight along, temper them with prayer and song. Mother Earth will make you strong if you give her nothing again. Old crow watching hungrily, perched up high yonder tree. In my garden I'm as free as that fed beef up there. And inch by inch, row by row, I'm gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. And inch by inch, row by row, some bless the seeds I sow. Some warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Till the rain comes tumbling down. Thank you very much. Switch it up now. I was wearing a poppy, but somewhere between switching guitars, I lost it. So I managed to find one of them, getting on my guitar strap. So. I was driving up here, my phone started buzzing. It was a text message from a friend of mine who was a vet in the Canadian Forces. He's with the Cape Breton Highlanders. And he said, if you're online tonight, he said, can you play this song? Play it for us? He said, you might be home watching. I think with Remembrance Day on, it's a good time. This is one of those tunes you learn sitting around a campfire in Cape Breton, and it always stuck with me, and I've heard a million versions of it. And every time I hear it, I love it that much more. And I have not played this song in a lot of years, so I promised my buddy I'd do it for him tonight. So. For all the veterans out there, anyone in the service, this is for you. man carrying my pack. I lived a free life all over. From the morning's green basin, the dusty outback, I waltzed my Matilda over. Then in 1915, my country said, son, it's time to stop rambling, there's work to be done. So they gave me a tin hat, gave me a gun. They sent me away to the war. And the band played Waltzing Matilda. The ship pulled away from the quay. Vanilla tears, flag waving and cheers. We sailed off for Gallipoli. Well, I remember the terrible day. My blood soaked the sand and the water. And when in that hell that they called Sula Bay, butcher like lambs to slaughter. Johnny Turkey was ready, well, he primed himself well. He rained us with bullets and he showered us with shell. And in 5 minutes flat, we're all blown to hell. They blew us back home to Australia. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as we stopped to bury our slain. We buried ours, and the Turks buried theirs. We started all over again. Those who were living, trying to survive the mad world of blood, death, and fire. Every 10 weary weeks, I kept myself alive. Around me, the corpses piled higher. Then a big Turkish shell knocked me arse overhead, and when I awoke in the hospital bed, I saw what it had done. I wished I were dead. And I knew there were worse fates than dying. For no more I go waltzing Matilda around the green bush far and near. I hunted and paced, my knees both legs, all seem to love for me. We collected the wounded, the crippled, and the maimed, and shipped us back home to Australia. The armless, the legless, the blind, the insane, weary lost heroes of Ceilidh. And when the ship pulled in a circular key, and I looked at the place where my legs used to be, I thanked Christ that there was no one there waiting for me to grieve and mourn and a pity. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as they carried us down the gangway. But nobody cheered, he just stood there and stared and turned all their faces away. So now, every April I sit on my porch, I watch the parade pass before me. And I see my old comrades, how proudly they march, renewing their days of past glory. And I see the old men, all tired, stiff and sore, and the weary old heroes of a forgotten war. And the young people ask, what are they marching for? I ask myself the same question, and the band played Waltzing Matilda. And the old folks still answer the call. But year after year, the numbers get fewer, so no one will march there at all. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, oh, come waltzing Matilda with me. And their ghosts can be heard as they march by the wall. Oh, come waltzing Matilda with me. I believe Tommy Mankham was one of the ones that did the original version of that. Well, there's no way to transition into that in a happy way, so I'm just going to do it for you. Here we go. Said it could have been a whiskey, five in the gin. Six packs out on the road. Look at the mess I'm in. My head is like football, and I think I'm gonna die. Tell me, oh, wasn't it a party? Some rock grapefruit, wore it like a hat. And I saw something under my pajama veil. Talk to an old Tom Gap, talk about hockey, and the cow was talking about. Down my neighbor's tree. Could have been whiskey, might have been gin. Could have been a 3 or 6 packs out on the road. Look at the mess I'm in. My head's like football. I think I'm gonna die. Telling you me, oh, wasn't it a party? And the John Molly, he went to a little bar. Said went back out on the side of some police car. So you see wrong, it was all fun. Little bit of traffic down Main Street was his to see if the cops were wrong. Then run and see up, and I found all that case. Sure can use those things to recover from the fire. A little bit of whiskey, 5 in the jam. Could have been 3 or 6 packs out on the road. Look at the mess I'm in, and my head's like football, and I think I'm gonna die. Tell you me, oh, wasn't it a party? Wasn't it a party? Wasn't it a party? Wasn't it a party? Thank you.
Got another one?
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah, sure. Cool. Awesome.
Grab some. So a few years back, quite a few years back actually, a phone call from a friend of mine good buddy, God rest his soul, Mr. Corey Keeping, he called me up and he said, hey man, he said, we were all friends with Bruce Guthrie, another one, God rest his soul as well. Corey called me up and he said, hey man, he said, look, he said, we're doing the show and Bruce needs a guitar player. He said, are you up for the task? And you got to remember, Bruce had like his son Dylan and Dave McCall and all the God rest his soul and all these incredible people. And so it's like trying to, what's the best way to describe it? I once said that being a singer-songwriter from the same hometown as Bruce Guthrie was like being the second most popular guy from Bethlehem. You know what I mean? It's when you got a guy that just that incredibly talented. So I said, oh, okay, send me the music and we'll see what we can do. So we went through it and all this, and he'd come over after playing with Rudrick, and one of the songs was this one. And I heard the song for years, but I didn't realize that he had done a version of it, and I learned it, and I kind of told him afterwards. I said, well, you didn't write it, so I'm stealing it from you. So I picked it up, and I've been doing it in my set list. Corey and I have been playing it for years ever since, and he did an amazing version of it on one of his albums. If you look it up, but it was everyone always called it Wild Mountain Time, and his album was called Purple Heather. And I had the joy and the absolute honor of playing it on stage with him, and he got Heather Rankin up to sing it with him. So I actually got to sit on stage and play with the two of them at the same time, which was quite an honor for myself. So one of the joys of being from Sydney Mines and also being from Cape Breton is playing through all the years. I literally got to play with my cassette collection as I got older. I got to play with Bruce and do sound for JP and open for Jimmy and play with, Sam Moon and Matt Minglewood and all these things. So these were all my records and my cassettes growing up and through the 80s. So it's quite an honor to share the stage with such amazing musicians. So it's one of those tunes. Thank you very much. Hand things back over. Come on, Ice.
Awesome. Way to go, man. Sounded great.
Let's hear it for Andrew Doyle. Wasn't that awesome?
Yeah, that started to feel like a house party a bit there. So that's the idea. That's what we're aiming for. So if you feel like you're in the right spot, that's good news. So we'll throw some tunes on and hope for that too. We'll keep the house party going, Andrew. All right. We're going to have Andrew back in a couple of sets as well. Yeah, Colin is kind of driving the bus. So yeah, well, that's the way a house party goes too. You get the tap on the shoulder to play over in the living room, you know? So anyway, we'll put some tunes together here. I might start with a couple of tunes in the key of D, Colin. We'll start with the Glencoe March and see where we end up. That's my favorite thing to say after that. So, all right. Thank you, folks. A couple of, I guess, March Strathspey reel set there. The Glencoe March is kind of a fun tune to play for me because of some of the memories that come back for the times I heard that tune played when I was a young guy, and particularly Judic. I think of the hall, let's say the community center in Judic is what comes to mind when I think of that first march. So, not one person in particular, just like so many people over the years playing that tune. Hearing it in that venue, yeah, it was so many different folks. So I particularly enjoyed playing the Glencoe March in Scotland with Colton MacDonald on piano because he's from Glencoe and around the Glencoe station area. So anyway, gave us an extra reason to have a laugh when we were playing over there in South Uist. So anyway, I'll keep things going along here. I got a request online actually, and I was chatting with a friend of mine over in the Iona area, Christmas Island, neck of the woods. So I'm going to play Hector the Hero this evening, and then I'm going to tack on a couple of Strathspeys and reels that were also requested. I've been talking about the King George with a couple of people here, so we'll go into a couple of those tunes, some traditional stuff here. So it's a great, interesting search you can do on your own. Just somebody asked me one time, who was Hector? It was not long ago, actually.
Fighting Hector.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll leave that to you folks. Hector the Hero, who is that? There is information on this person, and you can find it online. And anyway, I'd rather allow the internet to educate you and not let me get in the way of that. So I'll just play the tune. We'll go from there, okay? So Hugh McNeil, Hector the Hero, this one's for you, and then we'll get into the King George and a couple other Strathspeys. Oh, thank you, Barb. Thank you very much. We've got a lively crowd here. It isn't a packed house tonight for those watching online. I'm not going to lie to anybody, but we got a lively crowd for sure. It's not the quantity anyway, right? At a Ceilidh, it's the quality always. So don't mess it up, huh? No, it's fun to play those tunes, and I got a kick out of the request because it happened here in the hall. Somebody asked for King George, and
Everybody knows who that was.
everybody knows because there's a big King George fan here. But what I wanted to share with you too is just how common it is to get a request in general as a fiddle player. Not just the King George, but that's common, probably the most commonly requested. But just when I play a dance, it's something I expect at this point for somebody to approach the stage and hit me with a name, and so I find that just a more and more a fun part of being at a dance as the person playing the violin would just be to see if anybody comes forward with maybe one request or something that everybody knows, or maybe something more specific, maybe a list of tunes to hand to the fiddle player, which has happened. So anyway, all in the spirit of having a good party and a good Ceilidh. So
Play one off your CD.
sure, yeah, I'm just hearing from the back there. I have a CD here that I made back in 2016 with the help of the Festival Drivers Association for Celtic Colours. We actually had a celebration for the drivers of Celtic Colours this year. There was a new CD that they produced and or helped to bring along, and there was a concert that involved some of the former recipients of their support. So anyway, I'll play a track off the CD. I had Howie on that recording, so it was a good chance to play some music with Howie and really, for me, get to know the guy. We've been seeing each other at Ceilidh's up until that point in concerts, but to sit down and make a full record together was different, you know? So, and a positive experience for sure, so for me. So anyway, we'll play a couple of tunes off that CD. Thanks for the request there, Barb. Okay, I think we'll look to maybe the key of C.
Sounds
That works for you? All right, here we go. I'll start with a march called Killie-Cranky. come back over to the microphone. I just wanted to mention from my side of things about those tunes I just played. Just came across those tunes through recordings that I listened to, particularly of Donald McClellan and Banjo McGuinness. And when I went to look for the music, I took John Donald Cameron's advice, went for the oldest sheet music I could find for some of those tunes. And so some of those grace notes are written in a way in the Sky collection where they approach from below the note. And if you're a music person out there, it's a big difference. So just wanted to mention that. A couple of old tunes from Scotland there that were played like that here in Cape Breton for years and still are. And so out of the Sky collection. So we're thinking about a Gaelic song here, right?
Yeah, we're going to do an old favorite. This is a sailing song from Glendale, Cape Breton. And if you happen to know the words, please sing along to the chorus. It's fairly easy. Ilyu, Ilyo, Ilya Nazo. Ilyu, Ilyo, Chadur Min Katel. Ilyu, Ilyo, Ilya Nazo. So even if you chimed in on the Ilyu, Ilyo part, which happens three times in a row in the chorus, that would be great. And what we're saying, it's a sailing song, and the chorus is mostly made up of vocables, but we do have the crew on the ship. They went through a pretty bad storm, and the composer was on the ship, and in the chorus you'll hear Chadur Min Katel, which is I didn't get any sleep. So that's referring to the crew on the ship. Ilyu, Ilyo, Ilya Naso, Ilyu, Ilyo, Chadur Min Katel, Ilyu, Ilyo, Ilya Naso, Sounder Matin, Deutsche Donny, Gorti, Knivi, Ekavala, Ilyu, Ilyo, Ilya Naso, Ilyu, Ilyo, Chadur Min Katel, Ilyu, Ilyo, Ilya Naso, Fat and big, na frolic and soon, Loch Fear, Garuska, Tall, Happen, Ilyu, Ilyo, Ilya Naso, Ilyu, Ilyo, Chadur Min Katel, Ilyu, Ilyo, Ilya Naso, Ilya Nachatala Naika, Piv Tangle, Savatin, Ilyu, Ilyo, Ilya Naso, Ilyu, Ilyo, Chadur Min Katel, Ilyu, Ilyo, Ilya Naso, Misha, Show, a G, and a crown, a sheaf, Shatarin, Strand, from Flachi, Ilyu, Ilyo, Ilya Naso, Ilyu, Ilyo, Chadur Min Katel, Ilyu, Ilyo, Ilya Naso, Nuad a page me Raina Heinig Bibel Heinder Aika Hachard Ilyu, Ilyo, Ilya Naso, Ilyu, Ilyo, Chadur Min Katel, Ilyu, Ilyo, Ilya Naso, Ilyu, Ilyo, Chadur Min Katel, Ilyu, Ilyo, Ilya Naso. Thank you, happily. Well, it's that time of the evening. We are nearing the end of the Ceilidh, and we would like to invite Andrew Doyle back up to help us close things off. We're going to do a little collaborating on the finale. Thank you very much. And while I'm here, I'll say my thank yous to everyone for coming out. Thank you to Barbie for keeping us refreshed. And thank you to Stephen Gillis on sound, Ryan on the live stream, and to all of you out there watching us tonight. Hope you're comfortable and hope you enjoyed the Ceilidh. We'll see you again next week. There we go.
Of course, the cord got caught.
Grab me something, man. I second.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
Again, for Colin and Kyle, folks, for being here all night, doing an amazing job.
Back at you.
So we were on, beforehand, we were looking at each other going, well, we gotta come up with something to do at the end of the night, and I I said, well, I can do this thing where you loop this, it's kind of a Celtic tune in common, so I really like this song. And he was like, I'll just go to YouTube and learn it, don't worry about it. I'm like, okay, perfect, we're good. So it's,
Now we're here.
now we're here. So it's either going to be really cool or an absolute train wreck. Either way, you're going to be entertained. All right, so I do some creative looping here and see if all this stuff works for me. Apologies to the sound man, I'm going to have you on your toes. Wish I was a fisherman, tumbling on the seas, far away from dry land and its bitter memories, casting out my sweet line with a better meadow. Gonna see them bear down on me, see the starry skies above with the light of my head. And you in my arms. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I wish I was a brave man on a hurling fever train, crashing headlong into the heartland like a cannon in the rain, with the beating of the sleepers and the burning of the coal, counting the towns flashing by me, and a night that's full of soul in my head, and you in my arms. Rock out. Someday I will be loosened from the bonds that hold me fast, and the chains that bear down on me will fall away at last. And on that bright and faithful day, I'll take thee in my hand, and I will ride on the trail, and I will be the fisherman with the light of my head. And you in my arms.